Deep freeze is not what we're talking about when we're talking Western Washington weather right now.
A complete opposite of that. Temperatures are soaring already. The action is underway when it comes to wind, it comes to rain, and it comes to that rain coming down in the rivers up in the mountains. It's so warm outside. We already have some rainfall in the gauges. It's pretty impressive. Over an inch of rain now for Shelton today, and also out on the coast coming up an 8/10 of an inch for rain for Quileute, and we're over 3/4 of an inch for Bremerton, over half an inch for Seattle. So rain is here and it's going to be locally heavy at times. Plus the temperatures are warming. We're anywhere from 11 degrees above where we were 24 hours ago to 13 degrees warmer on the north coast. We're going to continue to get the warming working its way all the way up for Western Washington. And our current temperature is right now in the 50-degree mark area, around 50 for Everett, upper 40s a little further south to 55 degrees now for Olympia, 57 for Chehalis, and the winds are beginning to get blustery right around where the warm fronts draped across Western Washington. These strengthening winds are going to keep gusting, at times gusting up to 38 to 45 miles an hour for the coast and for areas up to the north where we have a wind advisory in effect. Now, most areas from Olympia, Tacoma, Fort Lewis, even parts of Seattle and Everett will start to get wind gusts tonight, 30 to 40 miles an hour. Their strongest winds are expected to be mainly through the early morning and then again Sunday night into Monday morning. Right now, the radar is showing their heaviest rainfall focusing up to the north. This is our plume, or atmospheric river, is heading up to British Columbia. Temporarily, we're still getting rain at times as the warm front's working its way through. We've got a little bit of a rain shadow over Seattle and Everett. But right now, when you see the weather alert, I want to point out the river flood warnings are still on. You still need to be aware of them and know that we're going to be having some flooding on rivers that already crested and receded earlier today. They're going to start flooding again as we get into the course of the day tomorrow and tomorrow night. And the increased landslide threat is part of this too, because the snow level soaring up to 10,000 feet. That's so much warm air coming up from the south, plus our second atmospheric river pointing in. With the extra lift from this warm front, we are going to get the maximum rainfall from this one. As we look at the amount of rain that's expected to come down between now and 10 o'clock on Monday, over 6 inches of rain for Bremerton, almost 4 inches of rain for places like Renton, Seattle 3 3/4, same for Everett, 2.5 inches out in the coast, and just large amounts of rainfall coming down, really hammering the Olympics over into the North and Central Cascades. So we're going to be watching rivers, especially in the North Cascades, for the flood concerns as we go into the course of the next 2 days, especially Skagit River. We already know that you're going to have some major flooding on your river as we get into late tomorrow night into early Monday. Wind gusts are expected to be anywhere from 35 to 40 miles an hour as this front's moving through, and as it gets through tomorrow night and on Monday morning, that's when we have a potential for some stronger winds, closer to potentially 50 miles an hour as a strong cold front slams south and starts to cool us again. So overnight tonight, we're only going to hover at low temperatures in the upper 40s, and we're really warming up now. Heavy rain to the north, and we're expecting temperatures to be right around the 60-degree mark for highs, and then we'll have that 7-day forecast for you and show you how we're going to be windy and rainy with some showers around off and on through the day. And then Monday, we'll have that cold air come in to drop the snow levels and dry us out for part of the rest of the week, which is good news for drying.